Welcome back to Off. So, the way to the Queen and the end of the game is open, but I want to go back through the Purified Zones, 1, 2, and 3, and collect the secret items that open up a secret boss to face before the end of the game. So here we go. Oh crap. I even looked preemptively at the walkthrough so that I would have an idea of what to do, and I still screwed up. Even knowing that you're meant to, you're not supposed to go into that building yet. Oh well. But yeah, I was thinking, man, last time it had that, I had totally forgotten about it, but we had to access different versions of the same zone, or of the same area, from the save select screen, which is such a cool idea. I love it when games do that. So where's the pet? Oh, they're here at this. I love it when games do stuff like that. It seems like the sort of thing that RPG Maker kind of compels you towards, because otherwise the game systems are relatively simple. Like, something that I'm reminded of the something also from last stream. I'm reminded of the mini game where you're falling down the tower in the sugar factory, and how oh, Abaddon's meat. I forgot. I forget what that item is. But I'm reminded of this game just has so much variety and makes the most use out of what is ultimately a very limited game system, I assume. I actually haven't worked with RPG Maker at all, so I don't really know. But the impression I get is that the game tools are very powerful, but ultimately very simple. So I have another Monday, second one, and the grand finale. That's the special item I was looking for. So we'll save, and now Zone 1 purified. Zone 1 is. Oh, but who's this? It's the judge. What are you doing?
I'm meowing at the top of my lungs, pretending the echoes belong to someone I used to know. Have you seen my dear brother?
Oh, poor Pablo. Remember, in the last zone, after we purified Zone 2 and destroyed the Guardian Japheth, the judge was gone. Like, he didn't show up at all in Zone 3, and Zachary had to take his place with that silly mask. And that's because the judge has been here this whole time, pretending that his brother, the echoes of his meows are his brother. It's strange, like this whole, I'm still trying to piece together the themes and stuff of this world, because you can kind of, from what we saw so far, you can kind of piece together a literal sequence of events, like a history of events. You've got this child who, we haven't learned his name yet, but his name's Hugo. Oh, oops, I have to go through the library. His name is Hugo, and his father left him, and I think it seems like his mother did too. I think the implication is that she left him. My guess is that she left him in foster care of some kind. But he didn't understand. He thought she was coming back. And to cope, he came up with. Let's see if we can equip this. To cope, he came up with all of these he kind of created his own little world with all of these all of these guardians, based on people that maybe he actually met, or possibly just based on kind of caricatures, character archetypes, I should say. Noticed that here in the residential area, the first time there were these locked doors that required codes, and I thought, oh man, I missed out. Maybe if I had taken the time to find it, I would have been able to do that stuff. Maybe I'd be able to, find the code somewhere. But no, you're supposed to come back later. Like here. Uh-oh. Okay, so in the basement of one of the locked houses is the item we're looking for. And... oh, I see. There's a doorway. Maybe the code is in here. Yep, that looks like it. Oh, look, there's actually a person in here. The phantoms are gone. The color is gone. Everything is gone. I am now forever safe. Oh, that's right, because in this zone, part of the theming was that everybody's terrified of everything, to the point where the roller coaster was shut down before it was even ready. But here we go. The Thursday's been found. We've got 10 of clubs on there. And Grand Diagonal. That's one of the secret items, I think. So Zone 2 is done. There's more stuff I could find here, but I don't want to. I just want to get these secret items. Alright, now to Zone 3. So, what else was I thinking of in terms of... oh yeah, in terms of piecing together the story. The comic that we found in that one version of Hugo's room seemed to be pretty unambiguously declaring the Batter as a bad guy. Relevant to us, as we are not the Batter, but we are controlling him. We're directing him. I think it's pretty clear that that Hugo also created the Queen. Oh, nothing in here. Although who she is, we'll have to save that for later. I wonder, do we have to do the mini game again with this? Probably not, right? It wouldn't make sense, because all the phantoms are gone. But that leaves a question. Who are the phantoms, then? And why are they, oh, can't interact with anything down here. But clearly, Enoch seems to be convinced that the phantoms are the deceased. Zachary. That was it. I couldn't remember his name for some reason. Ooh. Spooky. I want to say we either go up to the left or up to the right in this room. I actually don't know. I have a feeling we've looped around. Oh, nope, here it is. The Grand Spectral. And with that, we have all of the secret items, and I can go to Zone 0. Now, if I remember correctly, it has been some time now since I've seen Pablo. I hope he's doing well. No, he's in a bad way. He's in a bad way, Zachary. And I can see if we can access the secret boss somehow. Maybe we can. Yeah, I think this is it. Okay. Who's this mysterious figure? I'm ignoring why all is so distressing. I'm never hungry. Smiley emoticon. Think of something beautiful, really hard, and maybe you will see it tomorrow. Who are you? Like, for example, a beautiful day with a huge ducky. A very distressing one. Oh, like the shadow on the floor. Oh, is this... I bet that's like an optical illusion, like there's a rabbit if you turn sideways or something. What are you doing here? Let us not lose any time to useless introductions. Let's dance together, my dearest friend. Yeah, I don't know who this is supposed to be. Just more things confounding the story. Oh, 4 quarters is what that means. Loose mask, blind mask, wide angle. What are all these abilities that they're using? Sucre, the French word for sugar. And then there are 4 dummies. Delicious sugary candies. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I should be using the batter to heal people. It's so weird. The batter feels like... The batter feels like the, heavy hitter of the team, but he's also... healer. It's weird. Oh, I forgot. There's a secret with this. There's actually a secret to sugar. Sugar is actually very... there it is, palsy. Sugar is very vulnerable to poison. So that's what Alpha's going to be doing, is inflicting poison. A mysterious figure that we haven't heard, somebody that we wouldn't know about. And they're gone. Incidentally, Sugar... I heard somebody suggested that Sugar could be transgender, and to Mortis Ghost, and Mortis Ghost's reply was something along the lines of, why not? Which is kind of... It's a little non-committal, but it's, you know, it's better than most responses you would expect to get from people. That's quite nice. I'm feeling way too cold. I didn't like that dance, my dearest friend. I think the huge frightening ducky has won this round. Say goodbye to Zachary for me. She's dead. So I guess Sugar is somebody that we all knew. The batter seems very disturbed by all this. I guess it's better like that. Wow. That's the most you can say about it, Zachary. That boss battle wasn't too hard. I was worried it might be. But I wanted to do it, and I've done it. One more save, and we proceed to the end of the game. Chapter 1, The Queen. The one missing piece is like where... So Hugo created this world, and the Guardians, and the circumstances in which they live. But then we appear, the batter appears, and us to help him. So, like, there's like this missing time in between where, like, how did it get to the state where all these specters are everywhere, you know? Maybe we'll learn. Oh, I love this music too. This is very, like, surreal and, like, end of all things. It almost reminds me of the music from, like, Twilight Princess, the Twilight Realm. The first thing she said was, "You are finally here, Batter. Long has been the wait for your arrival. But your way was in vain. You will only cause embarrassment here. Go back home." Always keeping his icy confidence, the Batter replied, "That's what I did. This cradle is the home of my father. The Guardians have fallen. You are queen of a kingdom that no longer exists." Surprised, but not at all disconcerted, she asked him, "Why have you destroyed the land that I had rebuilt?" Answer was simple. "You've never been here to do such a thing. Your role was to take care of him, and you have failed your task. And because of you, I must now complete my sacred mission." Forcing their monotonous dialogue despite the Batter's attacks, the Queen explained her actions as such. "I have created all of this only for him. I desire nothing more than the happiness of my children. Lost in preparing the birthday party, you forget who it was for." The final retort completely eroded the patience of the Queen. "You have spoiled the carnival, Batter. I will not let you lay a hand on the son who brought us into the world. Today you will fall." So, she has add-ons much like we do. Here goes nothing. We're gonna do a wide angle on the Queen. Vadar Iloha, the queen, fourth boss. Delta, Sigma, and Epsilon. Ah, missing Greek letters out of our add-ons. Royal add-ons. You've been wrong since the beginning. I don't know. It seems like my guess is that... So the queen says that she and the batter were created by Hugo. The child who brought us into this world is what she just told us. And, you don't even know his first name. It's true, we don't know his first name at this point. But the child who brought them into the world is also their child. So I think the implication is that the batter and the queen are kind of inspired by or drawn from his actual parents. The father who left and the mother who couldn't take care of him anymore. Well, so the batter has one weird line. He said, like, this is his cradle, or the cradle of his father. Oh, no, no, I guess that makes sense. If the child created the batter, then the batter considers him his father. Oh, with that, adversaries purified. Run with dementia has been required. I don't know if that's insensitive. It might be a little insensitive. That was very irresponsible on your part, batter. I made a big cake for the party tonight. Oh, and she's fading away. Would you like some coffee, my love? Queen of the Flies, it is time to join your disciples. Nothing went right. We must forget it all and dream sweet dreams now. Look, he has your eyes. However, his show fear. Oh, I didn't even get to move it. Here I am. This looks pretty familiar, doesn't it? Like this, the entrance to the room. Chapter 0, the batter. I should have paid attention to the moth in the background of these chapters. I think it had its wings spread the most at chapter 5, and then less and less as we got closer to chapter 0. Yep, and here's the room. No other doors, just this one. And Hugo, or the child, I should say, that we've seen after defeating some of the Guardians. I'm here. Yeah, he's sickly, this child. So, apparently he's clutching, like, a chunk of meat. That's what that's supposed to be, although it does look like a blanket. Oh yeah, that's wide angle. Hugo, a little boy. Yeah, I mean, we have to attack him. I don't want to. It feels wrong. But this is the end of the game. The batter and his add-ons kill Hugo, who created this world and the queen and the 3 Guardians. He doesn't do anything either. Defend. He doesn't take any less damage either. Adversaries purified. So what now? I'm scared of the dark. From now on, there will be no more darkness. Oh, and now the room has been purified. Look at that. So I feel like that was almost like a guardian, like another guardian.
Stop right there, you imposter.
Here's Pablo.
To say that I had placed the blindest confidence, the solidest hope, the sincerest belief in you. We can well say that I was led terribly astray. But the one who has truly betrayed us lies beyond the eye of the cat.
Oh boy, the compressor's not doing its work. Hang on, let me adjust it. real quick. Maybe that's better.
Yeah, this is the cat's voice. Pablo.
Eh, it'll have to do. Sorry about that. I was peeking definitely while doing that voice. I'll be a little farther from the microphone.
What have you done, Pete?
No, he's talking to us.
Is the obscuring mist of narrative reality really your excuse for killing women and child?
Sorry.
Woman and child. You have not purified this place. You have destroyed it, eradicated it. You have plunged it into a sterile nothingness.
It's better like that.
I should not have lent you my hand. From the beginning of the piece, I should have detected the black flame that consumes your soul. Pete, join me. Expiate the sins of which we are guilty by preventing this monster from completing its work.
Don't do that. I need you in order to purify this world.
The time has now come to render your final and futile verdict.
Oh. So what is it? I forgot that there's sort of a judgment put on which choice you make. So the batter here is described as the official ending, which is sort of a call to authority, right? But then the judge is labeled as a special ending. And I mean, my feelings are, I've been thinking about this like the whole game, and I'm still wavering because I want to go with the judge. That seems like the sensitive, maybe even the moral thing to do, like try and atone for destroying this world. But what does the batter's ending say? Like, he's going to turn off this switch and just totally end this world. And I was trying to think and make sense of things. It seems like this world is like the batter's here to end the world. And maybe that's a good thing? I don't know. Well, I'm going to go with the judge.
That choice was, even though pathetically useless, I think, the right one. And now, batter, taste our vindictive thirst for pointless justice.
Maybe the mic is still too close. Sorry, I'm just peeking so much. So now we're the judge by ourselves, and the batter by itself. And so critically, the batter only looks like this because he's now our enemy. I think Mortis Ghost himself has said that this is not like what the batter truly looks like. This is just, we have demonized him because he's now our enemy. Let's try blindness. That sounds fun. This is definitely going to be the more difficult one, way of doing things, though. Although, maybe not. Huh. Although I don't know, because you would assume that when you're facing the batter, he would have the stats based on like the equipment you gave him and his levels and stuff, but I guess not.
Your demented crusade ends here. Die, batter, with the eternal souvenir of not having conducted your sad scheme to its unjust end.
It's too late. Everything is lost.
I know, but I prefer this over your victory.
Wow. That's kind of brutal.
Nothing remains now except for our regrets.
Oh. And there's Pablo. So sad.